day everyone. In today's video, we will conduct an interview about the school-based management, the school improvement plan in the Brigada Escuela. So for the first interviewer, he is the department head of the College of Education of Christ the King College of Science and Technology. He is Mr. Ian Mayer Bello.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Sir Ian Bello. In behalf of my classmates, we would like to thank you for letting us have you in this interview. But before we start, can you please introduce yourself po?
Hello, my name is Professor Ian Bello. I'm currently the head of Teacher Education Department, President College of Science and Technology. I was informed by Miss Ednaline Valencia that I am invited to answer a couple of questions related to your school. So I'm very glad to take this opportunity. Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay po. So here are the questions, sir. First, so what problem did the school encounter and how did you resolve it, or how did the school resolve it? Examples lang.
Okay, so what are the problems? We got the first priority is the student retention. Okay, the student retention is defined as the capability of the student to get across from a certain academic year. For instance, ikaw ay first year and you are now going to second year. What is your ability na makapagtuloy-tuloy ka pa? One of the major problems is, some of the students are not able to continue their studies because of the modality, number one. Number two is the financial situation. And number three, I think, is more on psychological. Okay, so that is one of our problems. However, the remedy for that is, number one, what are the steps that we did to minimize the effects of stress? For the past year, we have reduced the screen time from 3 hours. If you have a 3 hour subject, we tend to cut it in half, so 1.5. Kapag meron tayong 1.5 hour subject, ginagawa lang natin siyang 45 minutes. So, and we are also flexible when it comes to the deadlines. Hindi kami ganun ka-stringent. And tawag namin doon is mataas yung aming level of understanding when it comes to the students. Diba? Yeah. So lahat ay nandun. Yes, ayun nga. So those are the major problems that we have. Student retention, the capability of the teachers also. We are trying to train them to adapt on the current situation. Because the majority of the teachers they have the pedagogy, but they are still not at par doon sa tinatawag nating technological proficiency. So yun.
So ayun po. Okay po. Thank you. No, talagang tawag nito. Isa sa mga struggle ng mga teachers or mga professor ngayon, lalo na ngayon sa pandemic, is yung new current na situation natin ngayon. And then, thank you rin dahil yun nga, understanding ang mga teacher ng Christ the King College. Ayan. So next question po is, did the school have any achievements?
Kasi may sasabihin ako eh.
Yeah.
Ako na-experience ako.
When it comes to achievements, we do have at least
Siguro pinaka-highlights na achievement na
yun. Number one of the major achievements of the school is na-finish natin yung one sem. Another successful sem, which is pure online. And I think that's a major achievement because the adjustment has been done not only by the teachers, but also from the part of the students and as well as the part sa management. Nagkaroon tayo na successful adaptation of the current situation. Yun naman.
Okay po. That's true po.
Okay, sir. Yung next question ko naman po is, ano po yung mga ways or paraan on how you communicate with parents po?
Okay, there are various ways, but let us put to consideration na yung mga lumang pamamaraan natin of communication is not effective anymore. For instance, yung face-to-face PTA, yung mga ganyan. Since bawal na yung mga congregation of 10 people and above. So we dwell into other alternative. So the first one is through email. Okay, and we assume may email sila, the parents. However, majority of the parents doesn't have it, so we tend to use texting. Okay pa rin, the phones, especially sa senior high, I believe mas involved at mas mahalaga. I'm not saying na hindi mahalaga sa college, but I think basic education, mahalaga din talaga yung parent involvement. Now, thus, hindi pa rin natin may eliminate yun. Kasi we believe that education is a team effort of teachers plus the parent. Hindi pwedeng si teacher lang at hindi pwedeng si parent. So, yeah. Yun pa rin. Through email, through text, and other alternatives na pwede natin gawin.
Thank you, sir. Kasi dun sa pinag-aaralan namin is importante talaga yung communication ng school sa parents kasi talagang mahalaga yun. Thank you, sir, for your answer po.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Sir,
Hello,
when it
Edna.
comes, hi, sir po. When it comes to the goal po ng school, did Price the King ang mga goals na gusto nyong ma-achieve ngayong year na to?
All right. So that's a very good question. Actually, the goal of not only the school, but a lot of education institutions around the world, we are in survival mode. Okay? Survival mode in a sense na number one, syempre, we know the families, maraming nawalan ng trabaho, and we know losing job means losing money, and losing money means losing the ability to pay their arrears. Okay. Number two, survival of the teachers. Kasi some of the teachers, if you would notice, some of them are forced to retire since they are not capable of continuing to teach in this kind of era, shall we say. Survival for the students, alam niyo yan. Because sometimes it is very, alam natin yun, let's put into account na sometimes human beings are, in nature tayo ay communicative. Nawala kasi yung sense na parang may kasama ka. Since you're always at home, hindi ka makapag-unload. Diba? For instance, if you do have academic problems, sabihin na natin social problem, you cannot really unload into sa parents mo. Nahirap din kasi. Iba talaga yung face-to-face that you can talk to your friends. However, as the time goes by, nakakapag-adjust na rin kayo. You learn how to communicate through GCs, I think. Yung mga GCs, yung mga posts as well. At ano pa mga games. Diba? Yan. Nag-a-adapt din naman. So, okay na yun. So, yun lang. Yun.
Thank you.
Actually.
So, good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, Christiana.
Yes, sir. Ito po yung tanong ko sa inyo,
Hmm.
sir. paano niyo po nare-resolve ba yung conflict between adults sa campus?
Okay, so paano ko ba resolve yung conflict between adults on campus? Okay. Actually, virtually campus is non-existent. Okay, but faculty, I believe you're pertaining to the people here in the office. Siguro. Now, it has something to do with organizational relationship. No? So, it is high time for us to be much mas coordinated ngayon sa panahon na ito. Kasi we cannot we cannot avail to magkagulo pa since we are in a survival mode per se. Paano kung kami-kami pa yung mag-aaway rito? We have this effort na to maintain a non-hostile environment. Pag sinabi nating non-hostile, ito yung we are trying to create a space, a friendly space and a productive space. Because we believe na kapag you are not happy and irritated in your workplace, the productivity is being affected na pababa. No? So mahalaga yun. And I believe yung pagiging online is sometimes nabawasan din. Kasi nagkakaroon ng mas bawas yung exposure naman sa isa't isa. So minsan nakakapag-iwas din ng conflict yun. But yeah, we yearn communication. Actually face-to-face kapag nakikita namin yung isa't isa. Yun. Pero, but then again, when there is a conflict, there is a process naman. In this institution, we have a certain process that you can do. You can file a complaint sa HR, mga intricacies na yan. Meron kami tinatawag na parang panel kapag meron tayong grievance. Yun. Tawag yan. Anyway, hindi pa naman siya nagagamit. So far, so good.
Thank you, sir, for your answer. Napakaganda at napakalinaw po ng paliwanag ninyo. Thank you, sir.
So next question naman po is how school accelerate progress in learning outcome in which students measure in terms of participation, achievements, and completion of students, sir.
So, I will just repeat the question. How school accelerate progress?
Yes, sir.
Learning outcome in which student measured in terms of participation. Okay, so, yeah. Let's put into in consideration yung modality that we are using. Student participation has been a hotbed of research when it comes to paano ba natin may encourage ang student na mag-participate, especially online, kasi madaling mag-off cam, madaling mahiga, madaling mag-mute. It's so easy na sabihin na, sir, malabo po yung signal, sir. Okay. Now, through ICT, tinatawag namin to the ICT, the use of chat box. Now, I'm telling this as a in a perspective of a teacher. We definitely have to use yung technology na maging participative siya. Halimbawa, use chat box, use applications na magiging anonymous yung bata. Kasi sometimes we have to be honest, some of our students are reluctant when it comes to answering. Number one, naririnig siya sa bahay. Diba? You are being watched. Sa mga peripherals, naririnig kayo sa bahay. Especially kapag nag-i-English kayo. Wow, si ate nag-i-English. Napapatingin. Diba? Nako-conscious kayo. So sometimes we tend to use other formula. Pwedeng Google Forms, pwede rin through emails. Yan. Actually, ginagawa naman namin lahat. But, yeah, this is a problem that we should solve. Actually, hindi man kami makahanap ng solution, but we're still looking for solutions. And we are hoping na magkaroon na ng blended. When you say blended, may online, may face-to-face din. So, kasi, may mga elements ang face-to-face na hindi kaya po na ng online lang. Alright? Alright. So, yun. So, in short, we're using alternatives para makapaghanap ng mga solutions. Maging engaging ang mga students sa lesson ni teacher. Pwede kayo mag-vlog. Okay. Next.
For the last question po, ano po yung pinagkaiba nung preparedness nyo po in terms ng school cleanliness during and before pandemic po?
School cleanliness. Is it physical cleanliness? So if you pertain to physical cleanliness, actually na-minimize na yung problem na yan. Since there will be no students, so there will be no waste. No? Hindi, may madaling ma-manage ang waste, especially schools. Although I'm not saying na wala kaming basura dito. Pero medyo nabawasan. The negative effect of the COVID-19 pandemic is nabawasan din yung aming mga workers, yung mga janitors. Diba? Kasi the management, siyempre, tingin ng management din naman namin kailangan ng sobrang daming janitor, di ba? So, medyo na-wave yung ibang aming janitors. So, yun yung effect. Pero, yeah, malinis pa rin naman ang environment namin. Now, I'm focused dun sa virtual environment kasi. I remember, nag-migrate tayo ng GC. Di ba? Yung ating group chat. Ibang kalat kasi yung nandun. Sino ba rito mga makakalat sa online? David, ituro mo yung makalat sa online, ha? I-chat mo sa akin. They actually, yun lang naman. Yeah, basically, I think the school is clean. Virtually, sa madumi. Okay? So, wala pa makakapagsabi, but as of now, we're trying our best na hindi maging makalat sa online.
Ayun po. So, ayun na po yung mga question namin. May dagdag lang po akong question, sir.
Sige.
Sa tingin niyo po, sir, anong advantage ng settings niyo like virtual learning po?
Actually, nawala yung time mo sa kalye. Di ba we're wasting our time sa streets because of the traffic? Kasi those precious hours na dapat may ginagawa ka, since na-stuck ka sa traffic, hindi ka nagiging productive. Okay? For instance, alam nyo na yan, yung mga magka-cramming. Diba? Mas nakakapag-cram kayo sa bahay. Kaysa naman nawala yung traffic. Diba? So, yun. Another advantage ng setting natin ngayon is you are being trained to be independent learners. And mas na-accentuate o mas na-emphasize na ang teachers are not solely the source of knowledge, but we are just facilitators. But not facilitators na wala na kaming feedback sa inyo na ibibigay. But we are trying to provide you materials na dapat nandun. Okay, ma-achieve pa rin yung mga dapat ma-achieve. Actually, nasa syllabus naman yun. Yung mga dapat yung ma-achieve. Nandun yun, actually, you have to ask yourself. Pag at the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the difference. Tanong mo sarili mo, you ask yourself, kaya ko na bang i-explain yung difference nito sa gano'n? Kahit hindi ka face-to-face, na kapag you study, kasi mga namin concepts. Ang downside lang ng online, is yung mga practical. Halimbawa, yung mga medical students, diba? Hindi ka pwede magpanak ng teddy bear. Sa atin, sa education, we're trying to adapt. Kasi, halimbawa sa public, virtual din sila ngayon at modular. So, ang training natin, we are looking for modules na ginagamit ng DepEd, and then we're trying to look at yung mga best practices online Diba? Kasi actually online learning is there kung wala pang pandemic eh. Diba? Ngayon natin na nalaman yung ano ba, advantage pala ng mga. So, kung ikaw ay nasa ano, kasi disadvantage talaga yung mahirap. Actually, pagdating sa online, wala kang gadget, wala kang pera, wala kang signal. Okay? So, yun siguro ang dapat po ng pamilya. Kasi ayoko sabihin sa gobyerno kasi ang una magtititigan kayo sa bahay. Ano ginagawa natin? Di ba? Huwag nga sa ibang tao. So, yun lang naman yung stand ko doon na yun yung mga advantages. Wala ng traffic, pwedeng anytime, anywhere. Mas madali mag-procrastinate. Di ba? Pwedeng mag-rank game muna si David. Di ba? Tapos magla-live mamaya ng ML, tapos mag-comment ako ng week. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi ako trash talker. Sige na.
Last na
Meron pa
po,
bang
sir.
tanong?
Last na, sir. Agree po
Sige.
kayo dun sa ini-implement ng CHED na flexible learning?
Actually, flexible learning is here to stay. Actually, hindi lang sa CHED, sa DepEd. Diba, DepEd has been, ang problema nila kakulangan sa classroom. If flexible learning is possible, if there is a shortage in classroom, what if i-adjust mo para hindi mapuno? Siguro possible na siguro ang 15 people sa isang klase if hindi mo isasagad ng Monday to Friday yung mga bata sa loob ng classroom. Diba? Kasi napatunayan naman natin na yeah, it's possible that learning is not just in the classroom. Pwedeng MWF lang si MWF may morning, MWF may afternoon. At least, problema kasi ng teacher, masyadong maraming estudyante. Kahit gaano kagaling ang teacher, bigyan mo siya ng 300 estudyante, overload. Ma-overload siya. Computer nga eh, di ba? Naghahang eh. Paperwork pa.
So, yun lang po, sir. Thank you so much po for allowing us na.
Okay, so ngayon, ako naman ang may tanong. Hindi, wala. Sige. So, thank you very much for entertaining yung aking mga sagot. And siguro, naniniwala na meron akong i-contribute doon sa mga katanungan yan. I hope, although napakabilis, na-explain ko ng mabuti kung ano yung mga pinagagawa natin dito. So, thank you very much.